okay, you know there's something coming from the sky. And you really have to ask yourself, why won't they talk about this? Why won't they tell the people what's up in the sky and why? You know, that looks really interesting. Do you think that? You think that's a, let me get a good filter on here. I'm gonna get the burst. I'm gonna get the popping. You think that's normal? Could you imagine if you were to look up in the sky, and this is the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. Look how massive. Okay, look at the mountain. There's the little mountain peak, and look how big this thing is. It's enormous. It is enormous. And welcome and good evening. I like looking at all those. Look at those holes in it. There is something coming from the sky, and for those who say, "Well, Gina, it's just a reflection," how many times do we have to tell you? Well, a reflection of what? Could you like to tell me? Because I know that I'm pretty sure the sun simulator does not look like this. If you want to say it's the sun simulator, if it's a lens, no, it doesn't look like that. I think it would be something much different if it was something like what some people want to say. No, it's this right here. Let me flip it. Let me flip it. If you're just tuning in, welcome. If you don't see any comments, well, it's 1:47 and no comments are on here. Why? I don't know. They just aren't. But we're at the Wolf Creek Pass, and this is the FAA weather cams right here. Let me flip it around. And I want to go to the beginning before it drops off. Now let's look at this. Hello there, Judy, honey. Let's look at this, and you can see that there is some red over here on this side. How's the sound? Do I need to put on my other microphone? I have a Rode microphone that I can hook to this. I don't know how this sounds. Does it sound fine like this, Judy? Because if it does, then I'm not going to plug in the other microphone up here. Oh, that's perfect. That's great. It's great. I want to look at this before it falls off of there. This is the Wolf Creek Pass right there in Colorado, and you can see it clear as day. It goes with the sun, and there's no way that that is a sun simulator up there based on the colors of it. There really isn't. Let me do this like this. Hello. Jennifer, honey, are you there, Jennifer? Hello. Yeah, we're 3 minutes into this video. Look at this. Yeah, it's not every day that we get to see it show up. It isn't, but it's here now. It's like I really wonder because it really kind of does look like a living sail. It does, a living sail in the sky, the FAA weather cam. Yeah, you wish you knew what that was. And what's really interesting is these things. You know what they look like? They look like big donut holes. It does. There is a type of UFO that has a hole in the center. But these things, they move. They look at them, they're moving. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if I wish we could. It has to do with outer space. With outer space. You know, what if we're just look? Could you imagine if we were zooming up on some type of planetary system? Really, that's probably what it is. Half a moon ship. Let's get back to the one that says pop. Pop. If I really could like zoom, I wish the filters on here. If you're just tuning in, this is the FAA weather cam. And it's in the sky. It truly, or it wouldn't be picking it up. This thing is massive. Um, it is. Some say this is like a Nibiru, Planet X. They do. Wormwood. Some say that Nibiru is a ship. But there's this lady called the Final Days lady. She would always come over to Colorado. And she'd come over and she'd watch this for years and years and years. And I think it's gotten bigger. It's gotten bigger since I've started watching it. It does. It looked like crater impacts. But they seem to move with it. And what are those light things on it? And you know the sun, surely the sun doesn't look like that. I don't know what happened to that lady, Jennifer. Good evening. I have no idea. Do you like it up close like that? I mean, see, you can take a screenshot. I wish I had the filtering on here. Seems pretty symmetrical, Daisy. It's a perfect circle, except these things move around on it. Or it appears to, like a golf ball. See, and this is what's interesting. There's little ones and there's big ones also. Look at that. It's like something is poking out. With that dark in there, I wonder what it looked like in the invert. Let's look at this. It's the harbinger of warnings. Janine, Lloyd. It looks like Nibiru. And some people said the sky was, it looked like the harbinger of doom. Some people's skies a few days ago, it was really purplish red in the afternoon, late afternoon and stuff. You was given the word Nibiru in your sleep around 2020 and you don't know why, Daisy. You think that's what hell looks like right there? Something weird, KJ? You know it's got to be something, or they wouldn't be spraying the planes up there all the time. They would not. And what else is interesting is when that sun goes down, it's like they're trying to hide it with the sky. See, there comes the chemtrails right there. They could be, that look like ships right there. Let me look at this. They want to hide it with the sun so we can't see. And they make that sun so bright. I think they spray the chemtrails around it when it's setting so you just can't see it. And you know how they say it's the wing planet or something? Let me get that off of there. I got to get this filter back on there. Hold on. The wing planet. I'm going to get this back over to the pop. Oh, it's nighttime, so I'm not going to see it. Let's look at it. Let's go back and let's go reverse it. Here's what it looks like in Colorado. This is on a normal day. You can see the mountain peaks and everything like that. They're always spraying, always. There's a few reasons I wonder. See, there it is. In the sky, going up. And look, you can see like, you can see the yellows in it. Man, that would look really nice. If I had my big computer up, oopsie, it went dark time. And that's at 1:55 in the afternoon. I think that's what it is. I did it inverted. I did. Did you see it? I did it. That's me. Let me flip my camera. I did invert it. That's what it is. That is the inverted. And that's that great big bright light. Yeah. The SD Now. So what's happening, Johnny? I'm going to go to the other one because that was the south-facing camera at Wolf Creek Pass. You can see where Wolf Creek Pass is in Colorado right there. Up on the mountaintop, you can see it right there. They got their cameras in real. You can rest assured if they got these cameras looking. You know they got satellites up there too. They got a good vantage point. Oh, see, this is what it looks like on the other one. This is the Southwest, and it has a different hint to it. A different tint. If this has a different tint than the other one, then they're doing something to the sky and making it blue. Wouldn't you think they would be? Because this has all the colors in it, and it's got more. I would say that this is more like it because it has all these different colors, and the sky looks more like this. But when you come to the Southwest, look at that. No, it seems like they're doing something else to it. Is what it looks like. Hello, Carol, honey. That's what it looks like. And I'm not sure that these look like the sun, any of NASA's products. They're not. And that small thing right there, that's probably about the center of how big the middle of that sun is because they're hiding what's up there. 2 weeks, food and water tomorrow on going shopping. You going shopping, Johnny? Lloyd, honey, thank you. Let me just look at this. I would say what this is bigger than, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. That right there object in the sky is bigger than our sun. Because you know when you even with the sun simulator, if you go to that route, it's a teeny tiny ball, a teeny tiny circle. This thing is way big because you know the sun is not that bright. Because when it comes down at the, say, the observatories in Hawaii on some of their cameras, it's a little bitty tiny circle. You ever see it up in the sky? You see the sun in the sky as it travels through the clouds, and it's a perfect circle. You can see it. But as soon as it gets out of a certain part of the sky, this is what you see. Big old massive thing, so you can't see anything. But in all actuality, this is about as big as the sun really is. So if this is how big the sun is, and this right here is they've got something making the sun so bright where you can't look, but this is the actual size, then this thing is enormous. Enormous. That's coming. Because when you take your picture with your cameras and your cell phone, you see that blue dot. Yeah. Get all your blankets out and wash them, you all. That's right. I wouldn't want to have a mini ice age. I wouldn't want to have it. But even with the temperature now, you wouldn't want it to. If this ever zooms up close on me like this, let me know, because then that's AI messing with me. They haven't done it in a while. I guess I've been all right. The things are ticking on the sides. Be safe. You got your head on a swivel. See now look, there's this thing coming down right here. If you're just tuning in, welcome. You know something's coming from the sky because it's up there, right there. And it is bigger than the sun. That's just light brightness. It's like when you have your flashlight. You take your flashlight and you can look at it and you can see the little squares. If you got the one flashlight, you can see the little bitty squares in it, or the little bitty circle, the bulb itself. That's how big it is. But when you turn on the light in the flashlight, it's like a boom. It makes it so big, the further away it is, you point it like a big spotlight, but that's not the actual size of the The light bulb itself, that's like that sun right there. That's not the actual size of the sun itself. I don't have a flashlight up here, but you know what I mean? It's not the actual size. It's smaller than that. It's just so bright, like a spotlight, like a deer, and you cannot shine spotlights when you go deer hunting. It's against the law because it blinds them. It's so bright when it hits them. It's like the sun. It blinds you when you drive them and you're trying to go over a hill or go down the road. You're blinded by the light. It's so bright. It's not normal. It's not normal. You see that red object behind it too. It's not hot. It's like a magnifying glass is what it is. But this object right here is much bigger than that little bitty circle that's in the sun. They're magnifying it just like a spotlight. That's what they're doing. Yes. That. Isn't that interesting? As this sun gets lower, you can see the red underneath here, but yet you see yellow up there. That's really, really interesting. Why it would do like that. You ever see how they say it's the winged planet? The winged planet is out there. Hello. The winged planet. Let me type this in. Winged planet. Oh, they call it a winged star. See how it looks like this? But if you was to take this and invert it, flip it upside down, it has this thing on it. And it's just like this when it gets lower. It has that thing on it. Look how small it got. It got that small. It was 1654, so 454. And at 445, it's this big, but it gets down a little lower, and that's how big it is. Where's all that brightness? It went behind the mountain, just barely behind it, because that's not how big the sun is. They are manipulating the brightness of it. That's what they're doing, manipulating it. See, and then this comes up. Why does that come up? There's no light there, and it's 5:02. It truly is. Then all of a sudden there's light, and it's 5:11. Why is there light showing back up? And then look at that. It's 5:19. Why is there more light shining back up? That doesn't make sense because when the sun, this was the sun, it was going down like that. And now you can barely see it. It's just think, let me tell you something. Just think if you have a small flashlight. Hey, Al, honey. And that you can see that bulb in that flashlight. And you turn it on and you can adjust it and it can get a real big old wide beam on it, a great big circle. That's like the sun. Even though that's not how big the actual light is, it is like big. It gets bigger. Okay, we're watching it. So it's down and the lights are out as far as we know. And then the light comes again like a solar flash. And then it gets even bigger, but it just went below. Why is it getting so big again? And it's still big. It's like a solar flash, and it's still big, and it's still big. Then no. See, there's something wrong with that. Why does it have to get big like that down there when it was that, and then it's that, and then it's that? Why does it got to do that? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It sounds really strange. It looks really strange. Especially right there. Because when the sun goes down here, and probably where you're at, I mean, it's super bright in the sky, and if they got the chemtrails there, well, you'll see a nice, pretty, a sunset and stuff. It's just getting to, it's getting way too bright. I wanted to look at another one. That's the Wolf Creek Pass right there. There's something, we know something's coming. There, it is unequivocably, what's inequivocable. Gina, you trying to make up a word. You're trying to use a word you don't even know the definition of. Inequivocable. Why is that word entering my mind? Inequitable. The present taxes are inequitable. I'm not saying inequitable. I'm trying to say inequitable. That's not a word, Gina. Inequivocable. I don't know. Yeah. The Planet the Destroyer. Let me get over here. This is where it's at. It's in Colorado. Oh. There was another one that had, it's Monarch Pass. Monarch Pass, I think, pretty. Oh, what happened to the cameras? They don't want you to see the cameras in Monarch Pass. Well, there's no reason for that camera to be out of order. There truly isn't, because that has some good Sequatchie. That had some good stuff on it. It did. See, they're all more or less near one another. They are. But some of them aren't, I don't know what that is. Some of them aren't as good as the others. Okay, let's see what this right here is. Okay, see that little blue ball? Look at that little blue ball. I think that's as big as the sun is right there. It's that big. It's a little bitty circle, and this is the light bulb. And when the light bulb's turned on, it gets this bright right here. It gets this big white light, but it's a blue one, so that wouldn't make sense. But that's about how big it is on the inside. What is that? Welcome everyone. Welcome. Which one is this? This is the Southwest. You may or may not see that on here. Some of the cameras aren't going to pick it up. Look, let's just look how massive that is. Look how massive that light is. This is what it looks like normally. And you know that these are pretty far away, probably. Excuse me. It's that big. Oh, yeah, I gotta get a drink. Yeah, I had to look at the ceiling. Let me turn the light over here if I can. Look up there at the ceiling, you all. I gotta get my water. It's not right here by me. And my nose started tickling. Yeah, my nose started tickling all of a sudden. That's so bright I can't even look like it. Look at it. Where's your lemonade, Al, honey? I don't know. Hey, Applebrooks, honey. Look how massive this thing is. See, this doesn't even match the one that we were seeing before, but as it's going down, okay, it's going down. Let's see it in the inverted mode. It's a big black ball. And why would it have this stuff coming from the sides of it? Truly. Like that. Look like a Pokeball. Why those things on the side? Okay, it's massive. We're just watching it. It's coming down from there. This is the meat tar. What's this? Which one is this? This is the Saguache Municipal Airport. Yeah. Applebrooks, honey, did I say hello to you? Hello. Okay, it's going down. Now, truly, if that sun's going down, it's massive. It's getting contorted. It's getting contorted. I don't think that that's a chemtrail. I really don't. I think this is a ship because it seems to stop right there and right there. Now, you know, they can have ships that can look like, chemtrail. See, it stops. It literally stops. How am I going to get it bigger? Let me do this. What is... Let me put it back. I believe that's a ship or a UFO right there too, because it's so small. And probably right here that's sticking out of the sun because they're solid. They're solid structures. Okay, we're going to keep going. If you're just tuning in, this is in Colorado. This camera doesn't have it, but this sun is it's way too big and their height. Now look at that. Is this massive? They got it. It's a big spotlight, and now it has diminished. Do you see that? No, no. See, these are ships right here. These are ships. You got that one length, and you look like it looks like you got another one that was getting ready to board. This looks, oh, look at that one. I wonder what it looked like in the inverted mode. Okay. And then there's one right there. This is a ship, and it looks like there's one right there. That's one. That's a ship. It's even got the white outlines around it. And if we to come over to here, this is the inverted mode. They call it the haunting mode if you use their YouTube app. Oh, AI is trying to zoom it in. That's a ship. It's not a cloud. It's a ship, and look like they kind of broke it up right there. Let's see if it's going to do this. A white ship. And that's the ship. Let me get that out of there. Oh my goodness gracious. Because they're not normal clouds. Let me flip it around. Oh, did anybody get tuned out yet? Because I didn't get to ring my bell. Everybody's been good? Yeah. My nose is tickling on the left side. They're not happy. You want to see with this sun if it's going to get brighter. It's already went down. This should not. Okay, you've already went down below the horizon. You should not get brighter at all. Great. What is this? What is that? Why is that coming down, you all, really? I'm going to tell you what I think that looked like. This looked like those things that have the ability to line themselves up in a great big line in the sky. That's what that looks like. They have the ability to connect. If this was a normal chemtrail, it would be straighter. It wouldn't have those things in it. I think this is something else. Let me get that off of there. Okay, let's keep going. This is we're looking for the UFOs now. Well, I don't know what that thing is. Okay, now it's gotten bright. There's two sources. It looks like there's two sources up there. The suns went down. Okay, it's going down. And it's 1640. Okay, it got dim. It got red. Now it's got white. Now it really does look like there's another light over there because it's so bright. Look how bright it got again. Look at that. It got really bright, but the sun is way down. What is that? It's a cube. It's a white cube or something in the sky. It's not a bird. I wouldn't think it's a bird. It's too white to be a bird or something. It's way too white. It's 5:22 in the afternoon. It looks like there's two light sources. There really does. There's this light source and there's that one right there. Is that a star? I guess it's a star. Okay, it's a big star in the sky. Where's it coming from? Okay, then this light source is here. But this is here. What do you think that is? What is that? Do you know what that is? It's giving me a hot flash, whatever it is. It is giving me a hot flash because there's something down here. You can see it. What's down there at the bottom? There's something down here. You think it's a car light or something. What are these things on the ground? Let me do this. They're aliens. There's nothing there. We got to look at it in the daytime. It's super bright. Let's see. I think they're houses or something. I don't know what they are. It could be houses or something. Okay, let's watch the sun go down. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This makes me hot up here. The star that died is close to the sun and will use the sun's energy and cause a solar flare. PBS Boston, Massachusetts spoke. Rita, honey. I watched a video back in around 2018 where these scientists, whoever they were, astronomers or something, they were talking about our sun dying. Is what they were talking about. And I saved the video, but I never did share it. They're talking about the sun dying, and they had to get a new sun. Okay. Okay, there's nothing down there at all. Okay, there's nothing at all down here. Still isn't anything down here. Then all of a sudden, this pops up, that pops up, and that pops up, and that pops up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things popping up on here. Okay, the ones down here went away, but that one is still up there. Okay, and now there's, you think they're UFOs? They could be UFOs. They really could be. You saw the 2 suns 2 days ago, Al, honey, when you used your eclipse glasses? Wow. Okay, so we got that, and we got this down there, and we got that. That right there has the same signature as that right there. Let's watch them. See what they're going to do. Oh, okay. I need to get this one light out because I got too many lights on. Let's look at it. Okay, well, that one went away, but then now there's something over here. Let me turn this light out. Wrong light, Gina. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And then there's that one. It's got 2 more. But no, please stop that. It's got 2 more with it. Wait, let's look at this, y'all. This is weird. Let's see this. Okay, whatever those things are. And it's true that maybe we got this thing coming down from up here. I can't really show it like that. I want to get that. I want to see what it looks like when it comes down. That thing moved. This doesn't want me to show me. I don't think that's normal. I really don't think it's normal at all. What is that? I want to take a screenshot of it. I really do want to take a screenshot of that. Hold on a second. I gotta turn my light on. I want to know what it is. I'm going to take a screenshot of it because that looks really wild. I'm going to do it just like this. Print screen. You been taking pictures? Please, I can do it, Al, honey. We can do it. We can do it, Al. Let's invert it. Because you can see them balls on there, those little things on there. That is wild. I can't make it any bigger. That's what it looked like in the silver. Look at those little things all around it. Look at them. I don't see, they're two identical. They're all the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one right here. That is so wild. And this is the inverted. I really like how that shows it. Let me get the, get your popcorn out, Al, honey. What's this small circular object below it? I think it's a UFO, Carol. See, they look like they're clustered under there. They're clustered right beneath, but then this one, you think it's, surely this is not a star. Let's get this. I gotta let it focus. Can you come up here and like unfocus yourself? AI, can you please focus this? I don't think it wants to focus it. Okay, let's try it. That is the strangest thing. What happened? Oh, shoot, I pushed play. Oh, man, you're going to have to wait. I pushed play because I got the wrong button and I pushed play. You're going to have to wait for the sun to go down for it to show back up because I pushed the play button. Because there was something going on. I gotta shrink it back down. We gotta wait for this. See, it comes down. It's pretending to be a star. Is what it's pretending to be, whatever it is. Oh. It doesn't look like a normal star to me. No, can you please, let's see if AI can zoom in on it. Let me do it. No. See, you gotta do better than that, AI, because I can see it better with my eyes. You're not doing us right. No, see, AI is not doing us right. Can you please zoom in on this? Right here. It doesn't want to. It truly does not want to zoom in on it. It won't zoom in on it. Why won't it? AI won't zoom in on that. Let me flip it around and try it again. It's immediately, as soon as I want to zoom up, it won't let me. No, see, it needs to stop that. See what it's doing? AI will not. AI has the ability to zoom in on that, but it will not do it. That's fine. I know how. I got a workaround. I got a workaround to that. I certainly do have a workaround. You know how I'm going to do it? I'm just going to do screenshots. See how AI likes that. I'm going to do screenshots and do the workaround and see what I can come up with, because it's not wanting to do it at all. I make it bigger myself is what I'll do, and they can just get over it. Because they're UFOs up there in the sky is what they are. And AI wasn't being too cooperative, and I don't think that's nice. It's fine. I'm gonna go down and then look them. Then we can look at them. How about that? Now, how about that? I mean, it's kind of whatever, but still, that's what it looks like. I mean, it's kind of pixeled now. We don't really get too good of a view. It doesn't look like a normal star at all. That looked like a black cube. It looked like there's black cubes up here. What? It still doesn't want to do it. Doesn't that look like there's black twos? Black cubes? There's black cubes. And if we come down here to the other one, there's one down here at the bottom. It's kind of similar. Now this one at the bottom has this and this. If they got a square, but I mean, it could be something different. Ow, that didn't feel good. Now, granted, this isn't the best cameras. Yeah, there's cubes up there. I really hope that this is not some kind of cube thing in the sky. And then this one down here is gone. But then you got these things on the ground. Right, let me flip this over. I'm going to go back to the FAA. Is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to them. I'm going to see if I'm getting hungry. I'm going to go back to them, and I'm going to see if we can. Oh, this is really strange. The AI does not want to look. There's really no reason why this right here line should go follow this down as it goes through the sky. No reason whatsoever. I wonder why this got blue on me. Okay, here it is. It's supposed to be white. Is that an octagon? I'm going to see if I can get over to it. It made it blurry. It's so small. I gotta do it like that. Let's see if I can bring it in. That's strange. It's really strange. Whatever this thing is in the sky. And now my phone. Just want to zoom up on it. Then it's gone. Oh, well, can you come back, please? Let me get it. It's some kind of an alien thing. Because a normal star wouldn't look like that unless it was in a real star, you think? Wow. That is so massive. That's before it does whatever. It's kind of blurred it. Oh my goodness gracious. No, don't blur it. No. I gotta flip it. No, this is like... That is wild. Oh, hello, Kim. Let's do this. We got good moderators, which is great. I'm going to go to the other camera. This is, what is this? This is the Northwest camera. I don't think we'll see very much on this, but we'll look at it. This is, we're in Colorado. I was looking at the massive object in the sky. The sun's went down. It's gotten really bright. What was that? Does that make sense? Oh, no, we're going to have to look at that. So we're looking at 5:30. 5:30. And we got the sun in the northwest sky. And then all of a sudden, it's 5:38. What is that thing? Is this the sun? Or is that the sun over there? No, this is some kind of, what are these lights? What are those? These were what was like on the ground, I think, in the other camera. It was probably picking some of them up. I mean, it could be a car, but the sun's over there. And then you see these two right here. I mean, it could be a road. Let's see how it goes. No, that's cattle. Well, I guess there's a road over here on the side, you think, maybe? Maybe over through here there's a road, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, it could be a runway. I think it's a runway. It's an airport. Could be an airport. Gina, honey, what you saw a while ago probably was an airplane coming down out of the sky. Well, it looked like a really funny looking airplane with a light that has a line going straight through it. Looked really odd if it were. Okay. That's... No, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't. Look at this. The sun. Let me do this. What is that? Is that on there every night? Do you think that's a flying saucer? What are those things? I don't think that they're a normal airplane. because it wouldn't be that small. Oh, did you get to block anybody, Apple Brooks, honey? Not yet? Oh. Oh yeah, that you're gonna get yourself timed out. Oh well, somebody got timed out. You got yourself deleted. Quasi quaz. We'll ring out that energy. Do we get a bell for timeout? If there's a timeout, you would get one little ring. But if you get hidden, that's ring out your energy. You can get it if I see it. If I don't see it, you ain't gonna get nothing. You're not gonna get nothing but timed out, and you're gonna have to go away in silence. Is what's gonna have to happen. You let me get back to the Wolf Creek Pass. The cameras here at the Wolf Creek Pass, they do show an object in the sky. And the Final Days lady hasn't been posting anything for a year. This is what we were looking at right here. Hidden rings it out. Yes, we're going to ring it out. You can see it right here. And it is massive. There's something up there. There's no reason for when we're driving our cars that we have to come to a stop in the road or we're going to have a wreck. That's what I feel like I have to do at times. I got to come to like practically a complete halt in the road because I can't see the road because I'm blinded by the sun. It's very, very dangerous. I don't see how people avoid accidents when it's right in your face. It's worse than spotlights from a car. And it didn't used to be like that. It really didn't. Yeah. You took pictures of that today in the sky, sunshine for me and for you. Oh, hello. I like that. I like that. Oh no, let me do this. Ta-da. We're beyond your lens flares. We are. That's old. That's old. We bring out your energy. That's right. You get one little thing. If you don't watch your comment, you're going to end up getting yourself completely blocked. Yeah. With the deer. Was there a movie with the deer? Are you, okay, it's like if you've ever been abducted by a UFO, an alien, you know what happens. You know how it works. The big spotlight comes straight towards your car, just like that. It literally comes like that. And you get blinded. And then the next thing you know, you're back in your car. And you said, what just happened? Yeah. You forgot what happened. I'm sure there's lots of people in here that has had that happen to them. You see a big light like we saw on that one coming straight towards you. And that's all you remember until you do something like that. A huge laser came out. Did you see that UFO, part of the UFO thing? The guy said there's no proof that there are UFOs. What are they afraid of? Really? What are they afraid of? There's something going on. I seen the big bright light when I was pregnant with my daughter, at 9 months pregnant in Monterey, California. I was coming back visiting my sister in Alameda. My brother was in the Navy. And my husband stayed home. He had to study because he was studying to do his stuff in the military. We had only one vehicle, and I had left Alameda around 2 in the afternoon to head back, and I should have been back in a little bit of time. It was like I didn't get home, I think 10:30 at night or 9:30 at night. My husband said, where you been? Your mother's been worried sick back in Indiana. I said, I got lost. He said, for 4.5 or 5 hours? I said, yeah. what happened was I remember going down Highway 101. I saw the sign that said Monterey Peninsula, and I was already feeling disoriented. And I thought, I don't live on a peninsula, but I know I live in Monterey. I was on 101, and I remember going around the curve of the mountain. And the big spot, next thing I remember, there was these headlights, big old headlights coming straight toward me. And I jerked the wheel, and then I'm still on the road, and then I go home. That's all I remember. The headlights were coming, and I remember jerking my wheel. But I had lost time. And they tried to get me again. It was probably back in 2019 when I was working a second shift job, is merging onto 65 going northbound off of Eastern Boulevard in Clarksville, Indiana, trying to get on a 65 ramp. I was on the phone with one of my friends late at night because sometimes I would call because of the hours that were different. And I saw this airplane, what looked like coming from the northern sky. And I knew our Louisville International Airport was over there, but that plane was coming straight down toward the off ramp, the ramp that I would go to get onto 65 North. There was also a Lewis and Clark ramp that you could follow, but that airplane was coming straight toward my car. That light got bigger and bigger. I told my friend, because I was taking lots of pictures of UFOs. I had a lot of pictures of light ships. It kept coming directly. It got down low toward the ground and came straight toward like that. And I thought, I am not going up in no UFO right now. I'm not. I started praying. She started praying. Then that light, it literally, it made like a sharp turn, and then it went into the sky. It was going to get me. And that's the night that when I got home, I got on the Facebook and I did a live video outside, and I was telling them what happened. And I saw coming over from the southeast, over the tree line, there came another plane headed toward my house. It started getting low, and it started, plane, listen to me, planes don't fly over my house like that from the southeast coming straight toward me. I said, it's getting closer. And I ran into the house because I said, that's the same one that tried to get me when I was there. And I shut the door. It was cold out. It was really cold out that night. So I had a coat on and a hat. And then I peeked out there one more time. And there came another one headed straight toward me. I closed the door. I didn't go back outside. I went to bed. But I did get a picture of the plane, like one of those planes in the sky on my way home. They were a life form, some type of a life form that had the ability to transform itself into like an airplane in disguise. It was ribbony. Yeah. So this stuff exists. It does. For them to not even come out and admit that there's UFOs, they're probably told, don't admit to nothing. Do not admit to nothing. They're having these briefings, don't you admit to anything. Say, there is no scientific proof that this works. There's no scientific proof to holistic medicine. There's no scientific proof to this. There's no scientific proof to miracles. There's no scientific proof that aliens exist. There's no scientific proof that UFOs exist. We don't need your scientific proof. We don't. Yeah. Oh, a lot of people, well, there's a group of people, some people, anything that comes from the sky, they automatically label it a demon. Anything. Yeah. Too many things have been demonized. It doesn't leave room for anything other than demonic. But what if an angel were to come? Would you say an angel would be demonic too? Yeah. And that is just silly. You know, this got a big object in the sky is what we got. Our brothers and sisters We got good people on Earth and bad people on Earth. We got nice animals and we got some not so nice animals. I'd say that of other life forms, no matter who they are. You got some good ones and you got some bad ones. Yeah. It's getting late. Oh, I keep going up to 60-minute videos, you all. I get to talking and that's the end of it. That's too long of a video. It really is. Oh, Walden. I like the Walden Airport. I do. Walden in Jackson County. You look at that. It looks like a NexRad radar. It really does. If you see this panning out of it, looks like NexRads. Let's see this camera loop right here. Are you just tuning in? Welcome. This is I think there's there looks like there's ships in there. It really does. That right there. Like there's like let me get that off of there. Let me get this filter off. Like that's a ship and that's a ship. There's one here. There's one there. They're in these clouds. There's one down there too. They're long ships. And you know they stick out. They literally stick out. Because they're the 3D, this looked like a curvature of one right here. It looked like a curvature of a flying saucer right there. Then look at this. The whole cloud structure looks kind of strange. Oh, no. See, they're flying saucers or ships. Look at that. Those aren't clouds. Where are we at? We are in Walden, Jackson County. Wow. It looks like the top of the rim of a saucer. And you know how the saucer goes down at the bottom like that? That's what that looks. It even looks like it's got a tip part to it. Like a flying saucer. Are those windows? Does that look like windows right there? Can you see that? Looks like some kind of windows right there. Hello. If you're just tuning in, there's something in the sky. And that looks like some kind of UFO. It really does. It's making me tired. Those UFOs will drain your energy. Oh, now it's got some cloud cloaking technology added to it. Wow. It's okay. It's good to notice, and some people may not see because my nose is tickling. They may not be used to looking at this kind of stuff at all. These are very suspect. All of it. Oh my. That would be horrible if that was a great big long massive ship. It truly would be. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. I mean, I would believe it if I seen it. Since that structure has been sitting there for a while. It really has. What was that? Yeah, it has been sitting. Oh, yeah, you can see the ship right there. Right there's a ship. Yeah, hello. If you're just tuning in, we're looking at the skies of Colorado. Rocky Mountain High Eye that should not be sitting there so long like that. This window's. Well, if you were to look at UFOs all the time, you'd see all kinds of things. People do see a lot of stuff when they look. They start seeing UFOs everywhere they look. Not to say that they aren't there, really. They just don't, they can cloak themselves. See that one sticking out? That's a UFO. I'm going to have to make myself get off here because I'm getting sleepy. I am. They hide in the clouds. They do. I'll finish looking at this one camera of Walden County to see what it looks like. We're just going to flip through it. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. It's not good to eat at night because it makes you gain weight. What is that? What is that? It's not an airport. It's not the top of the mountain because this is the visual right here. This thing up there's bright in the sky. And this is what the other side looks like. There's no high peak that high with that bright light. Maybe that's the sun. Maybe that's the sun that looks like that. No, it's too bright. It's too white to be a normal cloud. It is. It's way too white. It's all right. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's way too white. It's a ship. It's a big ship. It's more than one ship. Oh. Oh, what is that white light? Oh, that's really pretty. Maybe it's the sun. What are those things doing? Looks like they're hiding in there. I gotta get that off of there, you all. Let me get to. I'm just gonna look really fast. I'm getting too carried away. I'm gonna get tired. I'm gonna get sleepy. Oh, that looks really really interesting. Look at that. This is the west facing camera. Don't know what that is. That looks strange. Look how weird that looks. That looks so strange. Got a big layer of gray. It's so dark. What? That, and then what's this light source? There's something up there with that great big dark cloud. You know they're hiding something. That is a super dark gray cloud, and it's 4:33. And you got a light over there? Wow. I bet that sky was so ominous looking. That'd be really If you had a view of that, that would be so ominous looking. Wow, look at the red of that sky. That's in Walden County, West Camera. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I bet there should be some pretty pictures coming out of Colorado in this area. No, it's not normal. The last time I seen something like that is when I was working a second shift job. Let me look at this. And the dark gray clouds came. They were practically black, charcoaly. And then they started doing that. And I went outside on my break, and I couldn't stay outside. There was such a eerie feeling in the air. It was very uncomfortable. I went back into the work building. I didn't want nothing to do with it at all. Wow. Yeah, that's not normal. See this super dark, the weird looking cloud. So dark. Well, what are you looking at? Kind of looks like an evil face right there. With an eye here, and the face is slanted. The nose and the little part of a mouth. It really does, like a face is slanted. The eye, the nose, and the face. In that spot. Like looking out at it. Yeah. I'm going to go. I'm done. So thank you for coming on here. And sorry it's a long video. It's an hour and probably what? 13 minutes? Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to go. And thank you all for your comments. Thank you, moderators. And it's 10 o'clock at night. Where did the time go? Don't know. It just sprouted wings and flew away. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Sorry I take so long on here. Yeah. Good night. It's 7:57 where you're at. No, Jean Nolan? Jean Nolan? Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you, moderators, and thank you for coming to the channel.